Hello there. So, it's towards the end of the summer here, and I didn't do anything with seafood. So the one thing I wanted to do this summer was like do some nice different seafood dishes, whether it be like a nice sandwich or like salad or something, just something very seafoody. So today I've got some live Maine lobsters that I cooked and shelled. So we're gonna do a little something called lobster cargot. It's kind of a play on the traditional French dish escargot, but made with lobster. Now, I've had a few parties that actually uh, picked this on their menu, so it's not even my idea, but the way we executed it went over very well. So I kind of wanted to make it here so this way people can kind of see exactly what we did to it. Another one, red snapper, by far my favorite fish. So what I want to do with the red snapper is just give it a good sear, nice and light, and then pair it with some nice summer flavors. And then also a nice oyster po' boy, fried oyster po' boy finished with a jicama slaw and a chipotle aioli on the bread. So I love po' boys, whether it be shrimp, lobster, whatever. But I'm a big fan of fried oysters. So the way we're going to do this here should be a lot of fun, and you can duplicate it in the house. So the first thing I'm going to do, I've got this nice baguette here. This will be for our po' boy, but I'm also going to use some of the bread here for the lobster cargot. So we're going to slice down a couple rings, rub it with garlic, and toast them off in the oven. Not too crisp. You know, I think that might be a little bit of a common mistake with some of the cargots is making the bread just a little too hard to, in some cases, where it's a little inedible. Next thing we're going to do is chop up our lobster here for the cargot. We did fresh live mains. So we have the tails. Just want to trim it down a little bit. So when I poach my lobsters, I like to use a little Old Bay, fresh black peppercorns, lemon juice, whole garlic cloves. I cook it depending on the size of the lobsters. These lobsters are £1.5 a piece. I've got 2 of them here. So I did mine for about 4.5 minutes. We've got our lobsters, picked up all the flavor, the garlic, the pesto, the sambuca. What I like to do is I like to drop the tender lobster right on top of the toasted baguettes. All right, next up we're gonna do some fried oysters, a nice fried oyster po' boy. What I have here is my seasoned flour. I throw a little grated Parmesan in here, salt, pepper, and just a little bit of Old Bay. A lot of times when you bread oysters, you can go a little too heavy with the bread, and if you go a traditional batter, flour, egg, and then whatever mixture you want to use, whether it be cornmeal or a seasoned flour, what I like to do is just let the oysters use their own brine as an adhesive for the flour. So have the oysters soaking. I'm just going to drop them into the flour. So then this way, it'll be nice, lightly battered. So American red snapper, I just scored the back of it We're gonna season it. I did a little salt, pepper, and like an herb garlic mixture. And then we're just gonna pan sear it right over the stove. Let it get a nice crust on both sides, because I like my fish nice and crispy. So let's go over to the stove and sear it up. If it's summertime, you want something nice, something different. Oyster po' boy with jicama and mango slaw, finished off with the chipotle aioli. Little lobster cargot, a little fancy for the family. And a nice pan-seared red snapper, finished with fresh avocado, a red pepper jelly, and fresh tomatoes, and a little grilled lemon. Man, so what do you think? A little champagne will go great with this, you know? Nice cold beer, whatever you want, but it's all up to you. Man, that smells good. Can't wait to get into it.